Hello and welcome to Watching Time. I have already done a video review of this watch. It arrived to me like 5 days ago, and I just wanted to have a quick feedback with you about the wearing of the last few days of this watch, how it feels, if I found anything that bothered me from it or that I think they should improve in the future, because it might bring some problems to some people. So first of all, I confirm my first impressions in terms of the dial and the colors. I think they are excellent. The tone of green that they have used is quite beautiful, and it actually, depending on the light, it looks like a gray in some ambience. You see that the gray is like a light grayish color. With the sun, you see the beautiful green. Obviously, with the rubber strap, it becomes more clear that it's a green. Somehow the green rubber tends to highlight this greenish ceramic dial. As you can see on this video, right now it looks a little bit more gray and more dull, probably because of the light I have right now in my house. So I think it's quite well done. The color, it's spot on. It's quite beautiful, and you can actually wear it with many different dresses or shirts, or if you want to go more sporty, or even if you want to go to the beach. I think this is perfect. Obviously it's 300 meters, so you can dive if you want. I wouldn't recommend it, but I think it's one of those watches that you can do a lot of things with. So what are the negative aspects of this watch? Well, first of all, I'm going to show you directly. This is the clasp, and it's a pressure clasp, so it doesn't have any buttons to open it up. Longines have been using this in some of their other models, but there is actually a problem with this, that if you want to open it up, if you have a good leverage and you actually hold it right here and try to push it, and you see it's quite hard. I'm not doing it. That's it. So this is the feeling that I have every time I need to take off the watch. The clasp, it just sits very tight. There is a small leverage space. I have to destroy my nails trying to open it. I hate it. This is one of the biggest flaws. It would have just very easy to put a couple of buttons or something, or some sort of mechanism for it to open. I have another Hydroconquest, and it's much easier to open. I don't know if this is because of the new strap that they have, steel strap they have put onto this one, because it's different, it has some differences. So this is it. I think this is the biggest flaw of this watch. Every time to close it, you have to try to find some good pressure point in your wrist, and then this holds it there. But every time you have to open it, if you go strength and you try to break your nails trying to do that, it actually goes out. So I think they could actually improve this thing. This is one of the most negative aspects. I have already discussed about the extension, the easy extension here, and how useless I think for people to put this thin metal extension when they could have actually worked a little bit better on this and put something maybe that was like a slider, or, and actually you find that, and this is something that I noticed later on in the rubber strap. The rubber strap has a very interesting mechanism where the part that actually connects to the clasp, you have a small button that you can actually micro adjust it for about 0.5 millimeters, depending on the day, and I think that's brilliant. They could have done something like that here with a small mechanism and button to micro adjust, but no, they keep the old-fashioned thing that I have to, if you want to put like a scuba diving or something, it's just awful. Anyway, so the other thing that I wanted to share with you was that I was comparing this with my other Hydroconquest, the one from 2019, and I actually noticed a difference in the case that that looks quite important. Actually, the case is taller, and it's not the case, it's actually the bezel. The bezel is almost double from the one of 2019. in terms of height. I found it quite interesting because I don't know why or the explanation for this, but they decided to make it a little bit bigger. Anyway, another thing I wanted for you to notice is that this is the fast strap change mechanism they have put into this model. With a small button you can take it out. It's very fast. It's actually quite nice. It takes a second to change straps if you want, even if it's very simple, because it just pushes the pin, you can see it here, downwards, and you can put it back right on without any problems, and that's it, you see. But on my wrist I don't feel it, but I'm thinking you have these two protuberance coming out, which are the pushing buttons. Maybe on a bigger wrist or in a very hot day you might feel it in your skin, and it's actually quite, you know, a little bit edgy here, so you will probably kind of feel it. I haven't had this problem, I repeat. It's just something that I notice when I pass my fingers on the case, and I think maybe on another wrist, or you know, every one of us will have different wrists. It can actually have a problem, or they can actually feel it. So that's pretty much it. A quick wrist check, maybe for another review, my Omega Seamaster 300. So take care, keep safe, bye bye.